an ongoing issue for any person on the spectrum is going to be around social skills and getting along in social situations. And I guess when they're younger, we're taking them to early intervention and we're seeing therapists and we do social skills training and social skills groups. But when we're dealing with a young person, they're probably not going to be open to those kinds of interventions, but they're still going to be needing some help along those lines of social skills. And I've found one of the most helpful things for me is kind of taking the role of a bit of a social coach. So being there in the background, if you like, and seeing where I can kind of give him tips and strategies and teach him some of those social rules that he's really not able to figure out for himself. So one of the examples for my son was he's really eager now as a young man to make friends, which is great. That's a change from when he was younger, when he didn't have a lot of social interest. Now he's out there, he wants to have friends, but what's not coming naturally to him is knowing how you do that in a way, how you kind of pick up on whether other people are interested in becoming a friend with you. So we found with him, for example, that he was being pretty much overly persistent. So asking somebody many times over to have their phone number or to friend them on Facebook or what they were doing on the weekend. And people were making what we'd consider to be a normal response. When they didn't want to do that, they would kind of make up excuses, and most people would pick up on that and not persist. But my son would take someone at face value in that situation. He would just believe what they said and continue to ask. So I really had to kind of point that out in a really direct manner, that if you make more than one or two approaches to somebody and you don't get really a positive or a pickup from that, that you do have to stop at that point and wait for some approach to come back the other way. So we've kind of set up a set of rules that he can make a certain number of approaches to somebody, but then if it's not picked up by that person, then he has to hold back and wait. And that's been really difficult for him, but he has been able to do that. So, and that's come up, that kind of coaching role has come up in a lot of other contexts as well, in terms of how he approaches people and just the manner that he goes about that.